before more eye-opening testimony from the state's so-called star witness, Michael Cohen. As it turns out, Cohen is not only a liar, also a thief. Now, Cohen was completely gutted once again by defense on cross-examination. And today, Michael Cohen admitted on the stand that he stole tens of thousands of dollars from the Trump Organization. Well, for a guy like Trump that paid such close attention, how would that happen? Now, according to one fake news CNN analyst, quote, this is a more serious crime than what Donald Trump is on trial for. And guess what? That New York DA, Bragg, he knew all about it. But his last name isn't Trump. He hates Trump. Now, even the media mob is forced to admit that this political witch hunt is imploding. Take a look.
Yeah, I'm still kind of reeling from the revelation that Michael Cohen stole money from the Trump Organization, and that wasn't, at least to my knowledge, that the prosecution didn't get that out earlier.
The prosecution has painted Michael Cohen as sort of this bumbling, pathetic character whose only sins were his misguided, undying loyalty to Donald Trump. But now you see something a little different. Now there's an argument to be made that actually you're just an opportunistic thief.
The fact that he was never charged with larceny is important because stealing $60,000 through fraud, which would be larceny in New York State, is more serious of a crime than falsifying business.
They knew about this. They minimized it. The prosecutor misled this jury. That's what I would argue.
Are you allowed to say that?
Yes.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Even fake Jake didn't give left-wing opinion for a minute. Anyway, unfortunately, one particularly deranged MSDNC host still defending Michael Cohen. He's shocked? I'm not. Take a look.
He very effectively got Michael Cohen to agree that, yes, he stole $30,000. Later, when Cohen was asked about that on redirect by the prosecution, it didn't really sound like stealing $30,000. It sounded a lot like Michael Cohen doing the little that he could in that calculation to rebalance
Please
the
subscribe.
bonus he thought he deserved, and it still came out.
Watch to the end, you'll see the results.
He thought he deserved and the bonus he'd gotten the year before.
Now, let's compare MSDNC to the actual transcript. Trump's lawyer asked, quote, you stole from the Trump Organization, right? Cohen responded, quote, yes, sir. Now, you don't have to be a legal scholar now, do you? But I'm pretty sure that means Cohen admitted to stealing from the Trump Organization. But don't expect any charges from Alvin Bragg. He's only interested in getting Donald Trump, as he made a promise on the campaign trail. Unfortunately for Bragg, his star witness has been a complete, unmitigated disaster. Cohen even admitted to having a financial interest in the case. Can't make that up either. Cohen said he's trying to get a reality TV show picked up and might even use this trial as a way to run for Congress. According to testimony, Cohen has already made millions on the anti-Trump hatred through book deals, podcasts, and, of course, whatever gifts that he's getting on social media. In order, why? To salvage this train wreck? Well, the prosecution, they're now at this late hour, they're going to need a lot of help. But lucky for them, they have Judge Juan Merchan, a compromised Biden donor who is blatantly, abusively against all things Donald Trump. And today, as Trump's defense began to present their case, Juan Merchan, he appeared ready, willing, and able to give Bragg a helping hand. He knows probably deep in his heart this is falling apart. And he's trying to salvage this failing trial. At one point, Judge Merchan exploded on Robert Costello, a guy with impeccable credentials, while trying to limit the scope of his testimony. He even threatened to remove him from the courtroom for rolling his eyes and question, are you staring me down? Really? As a reminder, the defense called on Costello. Why? Because of this compelling story.
168 days. Patriots.
Basically, they only put in a small, cherry-picked group of emails. I presented maybe 200 to 300 emails and text messages.
I've been keeping you up to date.
I had them with me, luckily, in
Day
chronological
19.
order. They put 2 or 3 into evidence. I asked them, are you going to put
All
the
I
rest
ask
of
is
them
for you
into
to
evidence?
subscribe.
And they said no.
You can hit
He
that like
said
button who you want.
specifically, and I cross-examined him on this was my idea. It was his idea to take care of the NDA because he had been contacted by a lawyer for Stormy Daniels, who said she was going to claim that Donald Trump had sex with her. Cohen said, I didn't believe the allegation, but nevertheless, it would be embarrassing to Melania. That's Michael Cohen's words. He said, and so I decided to take care of this myself.
Thank you for watching,
According to
Patriots.
testimony, well, apparently that story was told to many people in the media mob. Here's Eric Trump, who will join us in a minute. He was in the courtroom today. Here's his quote. Now, the judge's treatment of Bob Costello is truly disgraceful.
I'll see you tomorrow
He will
on day
not
20.
allow him to tell his story, the same story that he told Congress.
Only if you subscribe.
As he knows it will be devastating and end this sham trial.
And thank
this
you,
is
Lincoln.
not justice. He's correct. Mershon let Stormy Daniels testify about ghosts, X-rated stories that were immaterial, irrelevant to the case. But the moment Robert Costello begins to testify about his interactions with Michael Cohen, their star witness, and impeach his testimony as a regard
look how
to the
much money
NDA,
Stormy
and
made.
saying over and over again that in fact he did it on his own. Well, Judge Juan Mershon sought to limit Costello's testimony, ultimately even threatened
New
to
York
kick him out of
sucks.
court. Judge Mershon
Don't move
also
to New
put
York.
strict limitations on
This could
another
be you.
witness that is going to be used by the defense, Bradley Smith, former FEC commissioner and an expert on federal election crimes. Now, keep in mind, a critical part of the prosecution's case against Donald Trump, it is nebulous. This is a novel federal election crime theory. He was never charged in any way, shape, manner, or form, not even identified. But Mershon is prohibiting Bradley Smith from testifying in full about the law in a court of law based on the legal statute in the law. Is this not Banana Republic, kangaroo court stuff? But it's obvious what the judge is doing.
The saga
Now,
continues
here's
tomorrow on
Bradley Smith on this
20.
very program. He was also on
Day
Levin's
20.
program,
Thanks for watching.
recently. Take a look.
Subscribe, Patriots.